Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of May I Have a Pickle? The little show I'm doing where I answer that question with a yes, and then I eat the pickle live on stream for everybody to see. I need to disable that host message. So hello, hi, how is everyone doing today? I'm a bit hungry. Ooh, another host. And I'm hoping that this pickle will satisfy me today. If you all have a pickle at home, I highly suggest you grab it, you get it, and you eat along with me at home, because I'm not responsible for any cravings that you may have. Turn the music down a little bit. All right, so let me introduce my my special guest today. So here on the turntable, you see Skip. Skip is my pickle handling assistant and handles a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Beginning of the stream, Skip prefers to keep the pickles company and provide them a kind of a false sense of security. Bottom left of your screen, you can see my rubber chicken, which is currently nameless at the moment. Currently nameless at the moment is a bit redundant, which I like to do because it fills time. Also on the turntable, you can see coming into view right now, we've got two nickels. The two nickels today are serving as our objects of scale. Because who doesn't like a couple nickels to look at? You know what I mean, eh? I don't like this song. Hi, Drizella. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I should just eat this pickle and get it over with. All right, so let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'm gonna grab the jar. We're gonna pick the pickle and eat it. Get out of the way, Skip. This is the moment nobody's been waiting for. Oh, you know what though? I forgot to do something. That's that. My head's not in the right place today. We need to do the epic intro video. All right, here we go. Let's play this epic intro video. All right, that was the epic intro video put together by our production team. Skip oversaw that and made sure that everything was to our liking. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I have no idea what it was. And before we get into the pickle, there's a disclaimer that needs to be read. Warning. This broadcast features the eating, slurping, sucking, dripping, spilling, screaming, crying, and crunching of pickles. And the occasional cursing. You've been warned. eat this one. I pick pickle. Then I eat it. Squeaky. Squeaky. Squeak. Squeak. I don't have a fancy webcam that focuses up close. All right, that was the previously on, which has not been edited since the first time I did it. So enjoy that. You missed the other episodes. You can find them on YouTube, or you can probably search the Twitters for them. Steve, that sounds nice. Hello, Steve. I hope you're having a better day today. Ooh la la. Hello, Lacia. How are you today? Greetings. Slurpee even. Okay, yes. So I figure by the time that by the end of the month, once all the pickles are gone and everything's done, I'll have everything perfect and everything will run smoothly, and then I'll be done. I almost forgot the warning. All right, so anyway, it's time. Almost time to pick the pickle, but before we do that, Skip requested a couple more rounds around the thing. I am existing. The pickles are delicious. We haven't had today's pickle, so I have no idea what it's going to taste like. I'm guessing it's going to be just as good as the other days. I don't like the song. This one's a little bit more epic. Okay, it's time to eat a pickle. Instead of a plate today, I decided to use a mug, and it's backwards, but it's the pessimist mug. Here, let me switch this. And the back reads, "It is now half empty." This is what's going to be contained in our pickle as I carefully eat it. I like how my cameras are doing their own thing today. I really wish that my NDI cameras were working, because that would be so much better. All right, let's get the pickle cam going. You can see we've got 4 of them kind of bubbled to the top. Each one fighting and shoving and kicking and screaming. I can't tell if it's because they want to be chosen or they want me to leave them alone. Hello, Chaka. Calling dibs. So let's go with so yesterday we had a really thick one. Let's go with this one. Oh, my fingers are all wet. Look at this one. Yes, be careful. Those pickles are terrors. Yes. They have a mind of their own. All right, focus. Mm-hmm. So here we got a pickle in a cup. This is today's chosen one. Why are you nude on your head? Because I don't have any hair. It's all gone. Okay, now it's the time. Let's get some music back going here. Now's the time where we get out our cameras and we take photos of today's pickled, today's chosen pickle. For those that missed it, the nickels that are on the turntable are our object of scale today. Just that those nickels should give you a good indicator of how large this pickle is, and it gives you something to look at, you know, because everyone likes a couple nickels. Eugene Bear, Pickle Rick, not quite. Skip is like those people at the zoo not respecting the do not pet signs, right? But you know, Skip has permission to do this. Skip is a certified pickle handler. How big is a nickel? Ooh, you know what? I should probably. So, Steve, thanks for bringing that up. I think tomorrow I'll have to. I'll provide another object for scale, so that way you know how big the object for scale is. But to give you an idea. It's about that big. And if you're on a small screen, it's probably tiny. All right, and so the final little segment of this stupid show that I'm doing is that I eat this pickle. And as I'm eating the pickle, I'm reading various questions that I find on one of the Stack Exchange sites that's out there. And this question comes from the Cooking Stack Exchange. And the question this person asks, let's turn this down. Should pickle slices be above or below the hamburger? Now, has anyone ever questioned this? Like, if you got a burger at a if okay, if you requested a burger and you did not want them to take the pickle off, do you care whether it's above or below? Totally above the burger. Okay, Lacey says totally above the burger. Come on now. So Steve got it. Iris size. Okay, referring to the nickel. Chalk. I love pickles. Normally they are on top. It's true. Normally they are on top. It's like if the TP goes over or under, the right answer is over. Oh, I have an image for you to share. I'll share an image with you later. I made a graphic for this. Okay, so this person, in case you could not picture pickle slices being above or below the burger, you're in luck because diagrams were created. Okay, so this person adds a little bit of detail. When making hamburgers that will be eaten in a bun, should the pickle slices be placed above the hamburger like this? Or should they be placed below the hamburger like here? Before we answer that, that's a good pickle. I like how it looks like I'm sitting in the dark. Thanks, cameras. Okay, so then they've added some more information. Of course, there are ancillary issues concerning lettuce, onion, tomato, fried egg, ketchup, mustard, and mayo. But let us just consider this for a hamburger with pickles and maybe a little ketchup. Is there an objective reason to choose one or the other? Steve brings up a very good point. If you turn the whole burger upside down, does it still remain above the burger? Right. So like I've done that before where I've had my burger and I took a bite, and when I set it down upside down. Chaka, yes, we have 3 cats. And there's one sleeping on the bottom level of the cat tree there. You can see he's down there, which is rare because he likes to pester. And I got another one under the desk here, keeping my cords company. So, oops, I scrolled too far. I'm gonna read that section again after taking a bite. I can feel the juice running down my beard. Got it. Okay. Again, this section. Of course, there are ancillary issues concerning lettuce, onion, tomato, fried egg, ketchup, mustard, and mayo. But let us consider this for a hamburger with pickles and maybe a little ketchup. Is there an objective reason to choose one or the other? Is this some ASMR fetish thing with eating pickles? No, it's just so the story goes, Chaka. You haven't heard this. About a year ago, I walked to the dollar store, and I had just recently purchased this turntable here, right? You see, and I wanted something random to showcase on it and spin around. And I thought, you know what? A very large jar of pickles would be perfect. So I walked to the dollar store. I bought a 1 gallon jar of whole pickles. I also live streamed that walk. And then I walked around with the jar of pickles for a little bit. Mic check. And so for a couple streams, I had the jar of pickles on the turntable, just kind of rotating around for a bit. And then that satisfied whatever curiosity I had, and then I put it in the pantry and left it alone. And then I would just kept wondering, what the hell am I going to do with it now, other than eating it, right? So all last month, I live streamed every day. I flew the drone, and we watched the sunset. And I thought, I know what I could do with the pickles. For the entire month of May, I could eat a pickle every day at noon and broadcast it. So that's where the name of the little show came, May I Have a Pickle. And it's just meant to be ridiculous. All the slurping you hear, I'm exaggerating. It doesn't make that sound, but it's fun. Let's have another bite. Yeah, they are really juicy. You can see. You can see there's some juice collecting in the bottom of the glass here. They're really good. The pickle jar reminded me in the SNL sketch with Tom Hanks where he got his hand stuck in a pickle jar. Oh, I have to go back and check that one out. I don't think I've seen that one. Does this help the exposure at all? Not really. I don't want to be exposing myself too much on camera. Okay, so let's check out what the comments are on this thing. Someone responds, serve them on the side. How would you put, so you're gonna put like burger, like just fix them to the side of the burger? I mean, I guess that works. I mean, you've probably gotten a sandwich from somewhere before, and they've got a pickle on the side. Jab it with your pointy thing. Oh, the pointy thing was taken away from me today, and when I used it yesterday, it kind of ruined the structure of the pickle when I jammed it up in there. And so it wasn't as slurpy and as crunchy. Yeah, well, right. If you put it on the side, then the person has to put it on their burger. I like when the pickles are on the burger. I don't care if they're on the top or the bottom. I guess if they're like if the pickles are super juicy and wet, and then I may not want it on the bottom of the burger, because then my bun's gonna get all like soiled with pickle juice. As Bill Burr would say, I paid for 100% of the sandwich. You make 100% of the sandwich. Probably paraphrase. Right? Some assembly required. No, I don't want to put my sandwich together. I want it done for me. Another person comments, stuff on the bottom hits more taste buds than stuff on the top. Of course, with a burger, you've got to get past the bun first. Okay, I guess that makes sense, because if you're biting into the burger and the pickle's on the bottom, you're gonna taste the pickle a little bit more. So, and Drizella says, in my opinion, whatever's on the bottom of any sandwich is the first thing your tongue tastes, then in sequence from bottom to top. So unless pickles are your reason for eating a burger, they belong on top. Ooh, that's pretty good logic. Who knew something like this could cause such a stir? I mean, there's one answer on this in like 4 comments. This is huge. Okay, so then we have one here that is marked as an answer. A little chunk fell off. I will have to fish that out soon. Yeah, that is pretty good logic. You should respond to this thread with that answer. Okay, so I'm gonna read this answer, but I'm gonna read it in my answer voice.
As you might guess, there is not hard and fast rule for this. It depends on when you want to have the flavor of the pickle hit your taste bud. Before the savory or after the savory meat. Additionally, it could be complicated by other condiments you have mentioned above. However, there is a bit of science you can employ here as well. Pickles, assuming you are using dill, activate the sour taste buds in our mouth. Savory, umami, is not as widely distributed as sour. So, from that standpoint, if you really like that savory flavor from a freshly grilled, juicy burger, you would want to put the pickles underneath the meat. If you prefer the tickle paste. Have you ever had tickle paste? It's not very good. But anyway, pickle taste to be front and center, place them on top. I've included a reference for you as well. Happy eating!
Yeah, I just like to say that not only is tickle paste funny, but the phrase underneath the meat. Underneath the meat sounds like the name of a romance novel. I'll have to make that cover happen. We're gonna do an underneath the meat romance cover novel, sort of like my it'll be another one of the Hot and Burgered series. Okay, so they included a diagram or a reference. I'm not gonna look at the reference. Another comment here. Some fast food hamburger chains may have preparation rules that they give to the workers that assemble the sandwiches. It would be interesting if someone with that experience were to comment. Ooh, we need a fast food assembly expert to chime in here and let us know. Like, is that like just a passive aggressive way that fast food workers get back at you? Like, you know what? I'm putting the goddamn pickles underneath. Bundercarriage, like hamburger bun. I get it. That's funny. Hmm. I'm gonna have to use Bundercarriage somehow too. I'm sorry. Sorry for the break in silence, or the little silence break there. I was thinking of Bundercarriage. Another comment here. If you have them on top and think you would prefer them on the bottom, turn the sandwich over and try it. Imagine that. Big Ed, sorry I'm late. Did I miss the pickle picking? You did miss the pickle picking, Big Ed. And this is what remains of the pickle. I apologize, my camera's flipped. But that says, this glass is now half empty. It's the pessimist mug, which you can read correctly through the glass. But don't worry, there's still a little bit of pickle left, Big Ed. And the final comment. Ooh, this is a good one. I'm gonna put on my important person voice.
While I am a scientist by profession, I put myself through college working at TGI Fridays, 7 years. Pickles don't usually come on their burgers, but for those that do, it has less to do with taste than it does ease of assembly and presentation. Smiley face.
That was from a scientist. I wonder if they're a pickle scientist. So, okay, there was a neat little pickle. Oh, what happened? Oh, my camera froze for a moment. Woo! So there was a neat little pickle fact or tidbit I encountered on the internet. And you know, if it's on the internet, it's true, right? So there's this place called Berrien Springs, Michigan. There they self-proclaimed Christmas pickle capital of the world. Every year they have a pickle parade that is conducted by, and this is my favorite part, right? The Grand Dillmeister. I want a business card with Grand Dillmeister on it. That just sounds amazing. So anyway, they're known as the pickle capital of the world. And if you're not familiar with the Christmas pickle tradition, there is a Christmas ornament you hang on your tree. It's a pickle. You only hang one, right? But it doesn't get hung up right away. It gets hung up like the night before when all the kids are sleeping. And the first kid to find the pickle gets like a bonus present. Because pickles mean presents, right? Oh, what? Oh, okay. Hold on. The rubber chicken wants to chime in on this. Okay. So I guess the rubber chicken knows a little bit about the Christmas pickle. So go ahead. Huh. That's something I didn't expect to learn today. That probably pulled everyone on a lurk. Ooh, I think the chicken can probably sing to this song. So my cat, one of my cats is a little disturbed. And the other one's looking at me like it's hungry, so I should probably stop that. Let's do like this. That was a really big bite. Mmm. Yeah, that was tasty. So my original intent, I guess original intent is a little redundant, but hey, I like redundancy. So my intent for this was to be like a really highly produced little web show, but it was causing me way too much stress to make sure that everything was going smooth, and then I knew exactly what I was going to say at just right the moment, and I figured, whatever, I'm just gonna do what I do best and run my mouth. Run my mouth and play with toys. That's what I do best. Okay, so that's gonna do it for me today. That was my pickle. I hope you enjoyed my pickle like I did. But before we go, I'm gonna share a little word from a well-renowned pickle analyst.
Hey folks, Big Ed Barnum here from Big Ed Barnum's Bobble Barn and Garden with a very important message for you. You know, if you're like me, you like nothing more these days than laying around the house, watching a fella on the internet, slurping, sucking, cuddling, fiddling, and farting around with a pickle. And not just a pickle, a bunch of pickles, a jar of pickles, hell, maybe even a case of pickles. And I know a fella, his name's Adjective Beaver. I think it's one of these. Here, boom. I know it's this one because I practiced. AdjectiveBeaver.com. Go to that and scroll down to the bottom. You're going to find he's on Twitch, he's on Mixer, he's on Facebook, he's on Twitter. He's everywhere that you are right now through this thing. Don't scroll around through one feed and then get to the end of it and then realize, oh, I haven't been on this other feed. I haven't been on Instagram all day. Just park it every day at noon Pacific on one of those platforms that Adjective Beaver's streaming to and watch him jerk his gherkin. Chill and dill. I don't know how he's going to frame it. But anyway, he's going to be spending time with a pickle every day at noon Pacific so that you don't have to. Although, I'm pretty sure you can enjoy a pickle while he's enjoying his. I'm Big Ed Barnum. Thank you very much.
My mic was muted the whole time. That's unfortunate. Big Ed, thank you for that video. I really enjoy it. The beaver wanted a pickle, but I said no, and now the beaver's angry. You all have a good day. And I'll be back tomorrow to show off some more gherkin, sorry. So join me tomorrow at noon Arizona time. Go ahead and look it up. I don't do math. And we'll all chill and dill together. Those little terms courtesy of Big Ed.
Yes, I'm